The following episode is dedicated to our loyal listeners in Grope Lane, Shropshire.
If we started bringing guests into this show, does that make it the Turnstyle Records presents the Escape Pods still?
I think so.
And not the Steez?
If there's any more than two people, it becomes the Escape Pods.
It becomes a pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's only two of us right now.
So that must mean it's a Steez.
It could be a Steez.
Very
yes.
good, very good. A shorter version of what we usually do every week.
There you go. Just rolls off the tongue.
Is it going to be a massive, massive show? Have you got lots in store for us?
I have got a bit
Taco?
planned here and there.
Because
a
I
few
have
little
nothing.
edit things. Let's get into it,
Let's
shall
find
we?
out what happens.
Let's find out what happens next. Back for another mystery, or amazing stories, or surprising
Hearsays, folk tales.
Yeah, folk tales. That's a good one. I've got one here. Plug in, turn on, drop dead. What was that first put on? What was that?
I think that was from the 60s. Tune in,
Drop off.
tune out, drop in, drop out. I don't know. It's something about taking acid, I think.
Yeah. The Daily Telegraph of 18th of August 1989 features the story of a pensioner who regularly plugged himself into his electrical supply because it, quote, because it felt good.
Okay, all right, okay. All right.
It turned him on. So this is like going back to the ever asked question on the podcast about electrical dreams. Making love to an AI.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going. Is that how we phrase it?
This is lo-fi.
So he's
just straight to the socket.
240 volt.
Is it England? So it's 120.
So one would imagine, Tim, that you would.
He's from. Okay, so I'll read on.
Yes.
Arthur Sharland, a 77-year-old retired heating engineer from Shepherd's Bush, was found slumped dead in an armchair with two crocodile clips attaching bare electrical wires to his chest.
His nipples.
Mm-hmm. A post-mortem confirmed that he had been electrocuted. Of course he had.
So has he rigged up a system so he can plug in
from the comfort of his own chair? See, this is the whole thing. This is what we want in the future with our AI love companions.
Love bots.
Is that you can sit around with them.
Sure.
As well. Companions.
Well, yeah, it's cold outside. You just want to stay in and plug in and drop out, and drop dead.
Well, at a subsequent inquest, the coroner said Sharland's torso had been covered in a mass of tiny scars, suggesting he's indulged in the practice for much of his life, and that, quote, he enjoyed doing it.
So, yeah, well,
I just enjoy doing it.
No judgment, but
you never want to be found as a burnt torso, though.
This reeks of safety salamander. Where's the safety switch, Tim? You shouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to just like fry yourself in your chair. A switch has got. A switch has got to be flipped.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, is this a community concern?
Well, we did say something about smoke detectors at one stage of being a concern, but
yes.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's just the story. There it is.
Maybe he didn't have a smoke alarm.
As shocking as it was,
You've done it again, Tim. Well done.
So remember
That's
the ads from the 80s and the 90s. They started to introduce more raps, to sort of relate to the culture that was
The kids.
turning. Yeah,
So much culture.
So I wanted to see if I triggered a couple of ads to see if you can remember what the product was.
Ah, yes. I love it.
So
And they're all rap songs, are they?
they're all raps from the Australian commercial television.
Lovely.
You should
Well
remember
done.
them.
Yeah.
First one's pretty obscure, and I've taken the name of the product out if you hear some weird word.
Okay.
like roof, 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 or something like that.
I like the way you do that.
Thanks.
Listen up, I'll tell you about the word on the street. There's a whole lot of flavors that just can't be beat. I won't tell you what to drink, so hey, if you don't like it, you can chuck it away. You gotta drink.
Do you remember what drink?
No.
Fanta.
Whoa. Rhymes with Fanta.
It Passiona.
Ooh, it
Doesn't
starts with a P.
Doesn't rhyme. Can I just say straight away that is sending heckles? It's immature.
Yeah, do you remember it?
I've never heard that.
Okay.
But on first impressions, I don't like it.
Okay.
and I don't.
But at the
It's
time,
not
you
selling you
probably
anything.
did because your best rap was something along the lines of wiggity whack, and you just don't stop.
Something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Da.
Okay, that was actually for Primas. Prima.
Ah.
You want to drink Prima? The Prima. The Prima.
It's the choice of a new generation.
Okay, the next ad. I think you'll remember this rack.
Come see what we've got. We've got clothes and pants and boots. We got the lot. The lot. Right now, everything in the store, 20% off on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Not even in time.
No, it isn't. Do you remember what it is?
Aussie disposals.
I
Raise
think
Outdoors.
Dimmies and Forges.
You got, what was it? Ray's.
Ray's Outdoors.
It's actually Ray's Tent City.
Oh, it's back in the day, right?
Back in the
Yeah.
day.
When
Ray's
it was
Same
Tent
thing,
City,
same.
come see what
when it
we've
was a
got.
tent city, not just outdoors.
Intensity in 10 cities.
You got to give me that.
Live a Buddha
Okay.
car.
That's
I-
your-
I-
What about
one
this
hun-
next one?
If you're headed for adventure in the great outdoors, we have
Yep.
everything you need and
It's
probably
awesome.
more.
Done it
With
again.
everyday prices you won't beat. We've got clothes, accessories, and things for your feet. Anything for outdoors, fashion, or pleasure. It's a one-stop shop with gear for your leisure.
That one was actually Ray's Outdoors.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you were close.
There you
You
go.
just got on the wrong way around.
Yeah.
And the
I was-
the last one that I have here, 'cause I'm
Ray's Tent
I'm going to
City.
put that in later.
Yeah, of course you will.
Are you ready?
Don't leave that car just sitting in a heap. Come
Just
to
pick a
Car
bar
Second,
where everything's cheap.
Pick a pop.
Second-hand cars.
Bumper bar.
There's nothing on the shelf. You should bring your tools
And
do it all yourself.
Check out the cars for the part that's right. You're sure to find it. There's hundreds on site. Then you strip the car.
For the parts you need.
Russell Road Kill Site, 7 days a week. Entry's free and everything's cheap.
First, you got to get your toolkit out and get a screwdriver and know it all about. You can't find the car that you need and find it quick.
Don't forget the safety fire exits out the back. The hard hats required.
Safety not guaranteed.
I tell you what, though.
Yes.
I
it was
mean,
pick a
as
bar.
far as ads go,
Now,
that says everything I need to know.
It does, doesn't it?
It also says that ad worked.
Everybody
because
knew what it was.
We all knew it.
well, that was
Straight away.
1995, and they still sort of roll it. They still play the ad now.
Come to pick a part
Yeah.
where
Everything's
everything's cheap.
great.
Yeah, I'm on the crack and it's
Can't go
never
back.
fucking cheap.
Pick a bar, pick a bar,
But pick a bar, pick a bar.
Need
Oh,
to steal this
gambling.
shit.
pick a bar, pick a bar.
Alcohol problem and gambling too. So yeah,
But
Look,
doesn't that ad remind you of the dude who came on with the googly eyes?
Oh,
The,
that was
Car
City.
yeah,
Car
I know.
City.
Was that Cassidy or was that
Oh, the googly
Ken
eyes.
Bruce.
Ken Bruce is
No,
gone
the-
completely
The
mad?
googly eyes. It was freaky.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, was that pick apart?
No, it was Car City.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, Cassidy.
Come see
Not
what
Tent-
we got.
not Ray's
Yeah.
Tent City.
Nah, who
No,
knows?
okay.
It's a city of
But
something.
I looked at, but I looked it up.
Advertising.
I looked up the pick apart ad on YouTube, and right at the end of it, which wasn't broadcast, was one credit, and it said produced by Les Gock at the end of it.
Let's go.
I'm like, who's Les Gock? So I Wikipedia'd him, and he's actually the dude that does the pick apart, where everything's great and everything's cheap and also good.
Yeah.
That guy. He was in the band Hush in the 70s,
Oh, of course.
and
They were
he's an
actually
Australian
quite
guy.
cool.
Were they?
Hush.
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 they
Or was
had
that
a-
Rush?
They had. Was it? Oh, maybe it was the Rush.
Yeah,
Or was
maybe.
it Hush?
I don't know.
feel
It's an
like
Australian brand. It's
something
like
with a-
Hungry Jack's versus
Something with an Ush
Burger King.
ending had at least one kick-ass tune that you would know.
Tell me when you need me, tell me when you want me. Isn't
Don't
that
think
Rush?
it's that it.
Do-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Is it like one of those ones where the name of the song is the name of the band, like Rush, thinking of my baby, Rush. You know that song
By the band Rush?
by the band Rush?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, say the band name.
Okay. All right. I'm out.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Johnny Lee Duffy presents Country Classics 2 with some of your old-time favorites, such as Prison Love is the Tenderest Love. Prison Love is the tenderest love. And the beautiful Old Grandma's Cooking Meth Again. Grandma's cooking meth again, can't wait to eat it with my grits. And remember this good old country classic, Never Kiss a Shotgun on the Mound. And for all you sweethearts out there, I'm making love to a bottle of Kentucky bourbon whiskey. So don't be delaying. Get on in your pickup truck and grab yourself a copy of Country Classics 2 today. And don't forget to tell them, Big Teddy Critter sent you.
What gets in your craw?
My crawl space?
No, your craw.
Up in the craw.
Yeah, like
Yeah, crawl hole.
Mm.
I think many things get up in my craw, but
What do you got? What do you
in
got?
particular,
Show us what you got.
In particular, it's looking after the swimming pool is one of my concerns within my immediate community behind my gates.
Your gated community.
Yeah, winter, it's fine.
It's so blue out there.
It is so blue out there
It's the bluest of blue.
because it hasn't got the sun and it's not multiplying and
Fermenting.
yeah. And I just want to know, like, there's a small gap between when the water goes green, or when the chlorine runs out and then the water goes green. In between that gap there, it's actually drinking water.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if the world ends, I want to be able to use my pool as
Oh, we're drinking that. Yeah.
yeah, but no power. I'm going to have to mix in the chlorine, and we can't drink it. We're going to have to wait for it to happen. So
I think
it's
what we do
slower
is-
in winter.
I think we immediately bottle it, or we put a cover over it. So
Now-
black out the light.
One of my concerns about storing water, if you like, you know how fish tanks, you got a bloop, it's got to have a bit of air going through it to keep it moving,
Yeah.
so it doesn't go stagnant. If you put water in a bottle and seal it, does it go stagnant?
I don't know.
Or does it need the air to, for a lack of a better description?
That's pretty scientific. What's the flocculator? Because you're always deflocculating. You're always telling me. Got to deflocculate.
I just got a flock. You pour it in, and it weighs all the green stuff, which is actually
So it's a chemical for your pool. It's not you.
no. I don't think you can
pulling
drink
yourself.
it. No,
We've got to flocculate.
you got to flocculate. No, it's nothing like that.
Right.
But I don't. I just want to know. Because I thought, like, if you store the water in bottles under the house, and it's not exposed to light, so it doesn't go green. Because you know it goes green in summer,
Yes.
not in the winter. So I'd say that's sun affected. So let's hide the water from the sun, but it hasn't got the drip hole bubble going through it like the fish tank.
Right.
Will it preserve under the house,
Well.
sealed?
Well, we'll do some due diligence for next week. And
Will
maybe
we, though?
No, we won't. We'll never repeat this again. But remember on the Escape Pods proper, we did the survival episode, and I had some of the survival foods and
Tips.
packets of water.
Yeah, because you've got to put those things in there to sterilize the water. So we're going to need, like, to stockpile that.
Oh, no, those tablets for camping. So
Right.
you get water and it's
Out of a puddle or something.
it's got silver. It's silver tablets.
Right, is it?
Yeah, apparently so. But
No. We'll have to research it for next week. Hope you had a stroke, Jeremy.
no, those the packets of water
Okay.
that
yeah.
I supply.
Oh, you did.
It did have an expiry date though.
Oh.
It was a year out. It tasted all right.
Okay, we did drink it,
We did, and it was to wash down that terrible biscuit we were eating.
which I didn't mind.
It wasn't too bad, was
Yeah.
it? It was like an Anzac biscuit, but
Way worse. Way worse.
Well, oilier.
Oh, it was oily, wasn't
Yeah, 'cause
it?
it's got to have all the oily goodness to keep you going for another couple of weeks. Rations, Tim. Rations.
So I don't know what the community concern is there, but I just want to know about my swimming pool. If, I mean, because my pool might become a water hole for the community if the community breaks down. They'll come to me, and I want to keep the water fresh.
I see.
How do I
what
do
you're
it?
doing? Yeah. By the way, just on the water concerns, even though it is winter and it's raining out there, and we are getting some water, try to stay under 155 per household.
What's that? Literage?
Literage per person per
That's
day.
pretty
155 litres.
Low.
Well, it's a shower, it's washing up, it's washing machines,
Flushing
dunnies, watering gardens. But
so
for some
everything, basically.
Yeah, but for some reason we all forgot about we're trying to conserve water there somewhere. And I don't think the dams are that full. So let's just be careful. Think about the water. Think about what we're going to drink during the next drought.
So, of the week, this week, it's the issue of the flying cars. So
Yes, I've seen a lot of this.
So, what is it? Futuristic of the week?
Yes.
Okay.
Prediction of the week. I predict.
Well, I know. Well, I've been looking through like science things and whatnot. They're talking about the flying Uber, hovercraft, helicopter things. In particular, they said they'd be flying them from the airport to the shopping centres.
Okay.
So they're like out to the shopping centres. So what that would be Chadstone.
Yeah.
Right.
Westfields.
Yeah.
To the Southlands.
So the new buildings that they're building on top of Chadstone, which is a big shopping mall near our area in Melbourne, and
Better have a helipad. Is what you're saying.
helipad. So technically, you could get off the plane, get onto this hovercraft, land on the top of the building, go in, do all of Chadstone, go back up to your thing,
Back on a
leave
plane.
without even touching the ground.
Actual terra firma.
Yeah. Because you're just going straight into the complex.
Now, am I right in remembering or hearing that Uber hasn't turned a profit yet? So, where's this flying car coming from?
Well, they're testing it in 3 countries, and they've picked Melbourne as one of the countries.
Okay.
So we are going to see them. We're going to see it.
Yeah, I just I don't really believe a word that comes out of that Uber office.
Right. I don't think it is Uber, but it's
Under the umbrella.
Oh,
of
it's
Uber.
it's probably on the same system. You just helicopter.
What generation of helicopter are you going to get in? Are you first gen?
Apple i1.
Yeah.
Yep. The no, I'm not. I don't think.
No.
Because you got my son Mason.
Oh yes.
What do you call him? The drone.
Yeah.
And it was so light that when we were trying to fly it, it just kept blowing away.
Right. Yeah.
So there was no control. So I guess with this self-navigating systems they're going to be putting him in, is there an override? Can I get in there and go flip?
I want there to be an Uber driver, a highly trained professional
Pilot.
a pilot.
Yeah.
In that thing. There's just too many variables.
How are you gonna train up pilots that quickly though?
It's not going to happen. It's nonsense. They can't even get laws together for flying drones in the city or.
Well, they haven't got the train to the
train to the
yet.
airport. No. I don't know. This is a nonsense. I think this might be for the stockholders or just announcing for announcement's sake, Tim. Sort of like this podcast.
If you are enjoying the podcast,
keep listening.
Yeah.
Or don't.
Again with the outro.
Yep. Another episode in the bag. Hopefully it stays up on the internet forever.
Don't forget to listen to the other pod, which is straight after this one, I guess. Keep listening. Binge.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah, we're getting some episodes under the belt, so jump on board.
Would you like to come to a party at my house Saturday, March 24th at 8 p.m. and so on?
Why bother to write? This is just an informal party.
Quick, just tell everyone. Here.
This is one party that just has to turn out right.
This is one party.
One party.
Right. This is one party that just has to turn out right. Tonight, and help me plan it. Tonight, come over tonight and help me plan it.
Planning and skill. Skill and planning, they all take planning, and they should all be fun. Fun together. Fun together. Fun together. Whether it's a special carnival designed for gay entertainment, or a game party in a home, a gay birthday party, a game holiday party, they should all be fun.
Guess what? Margie's lots of fun. The fellas would like her. That's right, Eileen. This is Jean. Hello, Eileen. This is Jean. Yeah, oh, awesome. So everyone a nice time. Right.
And a successful party needs planning and skill.
Suppose I talk it over with Mother and get her suggestions. All right.
This is one party that just has to turn out right.
This is one party.
One party.
Right. This is one party that just has to turn out right. Tonight, and help me plan it. Yes, Nora's coming too.
Well, there are still many details to be planned, but the basic things are settled. Well, this will reveal some talent. Guest list, invitations, refreshments, gay entertainment. Be on time, ready for fun. You're to have a good time. Fun for all. Choose your guests, ready for fun. Fun for all. You're to have a good time. Everyone around you to be on time, ready for fun. And courteously, too. Thanking your host sincerely for the good time you've had. All these things help to make a good party. A party that's fun for all.